What's happening? What's going on? Yeah. Late. I'm not late. It's 8:03. It's on time. It's perfectly on time. It's anticipation. It's strategery. Strategery. I'm not muted. Don't want to hear it. Not late, not muted. What's going on? Maybe it is muted. There we go. I just checked it. I'm looking at it. It looks good. What's going on? How's everybody doing tonight? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's your friendly neighborhood farmer, Raznac. Tonight, play with animals. And not in a creepy way, in a good way, because we're going to be... I installed realistic animals. Semper, what's up? Jacer, what's up? Jay Hedeker, hello. Tukey in the house. Where's Helldivers? It's in the back burner. I know, new war bond out. Anyone else who's in chat, say hello. Say heck yeah if you got the emoji. Drinking a little coffee. Got a little coffee, getting geared up. Tonight's the late night. If I can keep my silly butt awake, it's a late night. What's everybody up to? What's new? What's going on? Healing Dead. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. That's kind of a creepy picture. I'm gonna be honest with you. Healing. I'm a little creeped out by your little icon there. It looks like I don't know. It's hard to see. It kind of looks like the Terrifier a little bit. But welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for saying hi. You don't want to talk about what's new? Okay, that's fine. We won't talk about what's new. Everything's great, man. Everything's wonderful. Scooter in the house. Scooter in his house. What's up, Scooter? How you doing, buddy? How are things tonight? How are things tonight? It's Thursday. Third shift Thursday. Switching over to the night shift tonight because I gotta work all weekend. Don't forget Father's Day is Sunday. Don't forget Father's Day is Sunday, so enjoy your belt or tie, whatever you get. Flossie said she's got me presents. Not present, but presents with an S. I'm kind of excited. Kind of excited. What are mods? Yeah, what are mods? But yeah, everything's going good. Let me know how the audio is. How's everything coming through to you? Hopefully it's going well. And yeah, it's about time to get to work. So I also installed realistic weather. So we'll see what happens. Stellar Blade has 10 out of 10 plot. Okay. You're not... I'm very sure the game is very well-rounded. I'm sure the game is very well-rounded, Stellar Blade. If you get that joke, just laugh with me. I thought it was a bad one. Let's get to work. Yes, Easy Dev. Easy Dev's out. I don't have Easy Dev installed. I didn't install it yet. But I do have realistic animals put in. We have realistic animals now. So every single animal has its own ID, its own characteristics, all that kind of stuff. We'll look at that here in just a minute. Sammy! Old pimples, suck my balls. Yeah, been there, done that. Also, we have realistic weather installed, both by Arrow. The realistic weather adds moisture to the game, along with some other things. But it does add moisture to the game. You can look at all fields, own fields. When you first start up the save, it's a little sketchy, but we're gonna give it a go because things are kind of dry right now. But first things first, I was baling hay. I was finishing that job. Let's go look at our animal pens, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we're gonna jump over here. One thing realistic weather does is it adds a whole lot more animals, viewable animals. So instead of seeing the limited game amount, you actually see all of them up to like 200. And then the fun thing is each animal has a name, an ID, an age, gender now, right? So male or female, reproduction, whether they're expecting, you know, when they're expecting, all this kind of stuff. And then also genetics. Why is 17? I have no idea. I don't know anything about cars, but the genetics thing is what's going to be very important. And for me is going to cause a lot of stress initially because I loaded this save after a start. So we have tons of animals in each pasture, tons of animals. And so I'm going to have to like slowly weed out the bad ones. So I'm gonna have to slowly weed out the bad ones. So it's kind of fun, but it's not so fun. So let's get started. Let's go buy a, we're gonna go buy a bull. That's our first thing. I had a cow in this pen right here. Now we don't have any animals in here because this is the bull pen. So we're gonna go buy a bull. We're gonna see what they have at the shop available for a bull. Let's just get a tractor we want to drive over there. We're gonna go get a bull. All right, we'll see you when you get back, man. Yeah, there's gonna be a special on the hamburger soon because we're gonna have to sell off a bunch of these animals. Sammy already broke his new car. I used it, so I uploaded a save over, I downloaded Scroff's map, Scroff's Oxygen David edit, and I was playing around on it a little bit, and then I was just like, let's just go for it. The worst that can happen is we ruin the save. Now this is my dilemma, right? It's fun having everything already built. But there's also fun in building everything from scratch, like starting your herd from scratch. So I didn't know if we start a new save or not. Oh, yes. So we're actually going to stop by and pick up a few cows. Because if we're making a trip, we might as well get some bad genetics and sell them off real quick. Let's go up here to the beef pen. And we need a few different bulls. We need a Holstein bull. We need an Angus bull. We need a Limousine bull. They're all going to be in the same pen. Now, realistically, you wouldn't put all the bulls in the same pen, right? I mean, you wouldn't do that. But we're going to do it because why not? So let's jump in here and see what kind of trigger we get with the realistic animals installed. All right, so here's all the cows in the cattle pen. We have 105 of them. Holstein bulls are mean, yeah. I wish I had more than one bullpen, but I don't. So we're gonna have to get creative. All right, so we have a bunch of Holstein calves, which we're gonna hang on to those. Let's see. There's so much stuff. We got some Limousine calves. The only problem is you can't see their genetics from this screen. This kind of is not fun. Oh my! I was hoping you could see the genetics from this screen, and you can't. You can't see the genetics from this screen. Go down. Oh, to the eye. Oh, there you go. That's like it. Thank you, sir. So She's pregnant. These are all pregnant. We don't want to mess with them. So we can get rid of like these 10-month-olds. Oh, like this one. This one's not very good. Has low fertility. It does make things way more complex. So this is not a very good cow. This one has horrible metabolism, but extremely high fertility and very high quality, which is good because we want her to reproduce. So that's a good one. And I think you could tell by the price. Yes. So the price is really a good indicator of the value of the animal. And look, mother unknown, father unknown, children. This is so cool. They have a family tree and everything. Instead of 1-to-1. Yes. And cows can have more than one offspring. Yeah. Yep. I do need more money. That's why we're going to sell some of these. So that's... See, that one looks pretty good, though. Maybe the prices are random. So that looks like a decent cow. That looks like a decent cow. That looks like a not so good cow. So 661221A. We can put monitors on them? What does the monitor do? I literally have no idea what the monitor does. Like when you, you could see how much, that's so cool. Look, so right here, if we hit apply monitor, now we can see how much water it consumes, straw, food, how much manure it produces. Wow. This is a lot. My brain is like, what? My brain is freaking out right now. That's pretty crazy. So let's keep this one. Let's keep this one. Let's sell this one. 66121A. Which we'll move you to the trailer. It's a lot of cows. It does call for a spreadsheet. It really calls for a new save. I can monitor my shittiest cows. It calls for a new save, really. Like this it's I feel like it's a mod that you want to do from scratch. I'm almost tempted to like start over. I know you guys don't want me to start over, but I'm so tempted just to start over. Because it's so much, man. I'm tempted to just literally sell everything. Like sell every animal I have. What do we do? What do we do? I'm just like rot or like just restart. That's what I'm thinking. Like we just sell every animal. Like I think we literally just sell every animal. And then rebuild everything. That's what I think is best. And we won't spend time tramp. Yeah. Slowly improving genetics and selling the bad ones. Yeah, it's just, I have like 500 animals, man. It's a little daunting to start. Too much work for gaming. I mean, I like it. I think we're just gonna start over. We're starting over. It's all good. We're just gonna start over. Let's just sell them all. Let's just sell them all. Let's just select all and sell everything. We want to sell the selected. Yeah. I think the sounds cranked up to 11. Yeah, it's a little ridiculous, man. We're sure to go to the bird flu version of the mouth had to be sold. Yeah, that's exactly. All of our animals have tuberculosis and we have to get rid of them. We just sold them all. So this pen is empty. That's what we're doing. We're just gonna sell all the animals and starting over. Like you said, probably take a little loss, but it's all good. So let's visit here. We're just selling them all. It's here's the thing. If you wanted more realistic animals, this is definitely way more in depth with the animals. I mean, we're selling every animal we have. We're starting over. Which is fine. It's better than starting a new map, you know? Because if I start a new map, you know, that takes up a lot of time. I mean, eventually I want to start a new map, but we're even selling the babies. I have to keep remembering it's this screen, select all, sell selected. Farmer level reality is enough, yeah. Farmer Andy's stuff is I like. I'm kind of digging it, and the real moisture stuff, I'm really the realistic moisture stuff, I'm actually digging that too. The realistic moistures, select all, sell select, yeah. If you give Raz a new map, he'll never finish anything. We're going to do the same with the sheeps too. So all the cow barns are empty. Yeah, we're doing the same with the sheeps, man. We're doing the same with the sheeps. We're selling everything. We're building our herds from everything got sick. All of our animals ingested really bad something. Ooh, that hurt. I didn't get anything for the sheeps. Oof. Hi, goaties. They should add turkey farms. Yeah, gobble gobble. All right. I mean, Hometown Grub needed burgers, so that's all of our animals. All of our animals are sold. So let's start with some bulls. So let's start with some bulls here. Hang on once. Hang on once. I'm streaming, buddy. Sorry, kid. I had kid aggro. Hang on one second. He's telling me about the new Helldivers War Bond. All right. So we want to buy some bulls because all of our bulls are going to go in here. And I know in real life you wouldn't put the bulls together because they would probably kill each other, but we're going to. I'm not muted anymore. I was muted. I muted because I was yelling at the kid. All right. So we need an Angus bull, and that one's horrible. This Angus bull is horrible. We do not want this. This is not a very good bull. Not a very good bull. What about limousine bulls? It's a baby. It's very young, but look at why is everything set to the UK? Oh, I have it on UK settings. Why do I have it on UK settings? Measuring unit, dollar, miles, Fahrenheit. Why did I have it? That's weird. I don't remember switching that over. Settings, game settings, realistic livestock, max dealer animals. Let's crank this up to 100. We'll reset the animal dealer. Rebuild the moisture map. I have no idea what that means. No, go on. All right, so okay, let's the Holstein bull. That's a good bull. That's a good bull. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. 3,240. That's a pretty good deal on a bull, to be honest with you. I watched Clarkson Farms and he bought a bull. It was the $5,500, 5,000. So it has very good metabolism, very high fertility, very high milk production, quality. This is a good bull. Peach is the best, I'm sure. I think this is a good bull. I think we're gonna buy this Holstein bull. All right, we bought the Holstein bull. Now we need an Angus bull. And I think this is the best Angus bull we have. He's young, so it's going to be a while before he can get to work on the ladies, but it's a pretty good bull. I mean, don't you think? I think it's a good Angus bull. Let's buy that one. Okay. Oh, got a little some graph. So last we need, or do we just do Angus and Holstein? Do we just do 2? Should that be all we do? This bull would kill that thing probably. Should we just do the Angus and the Holstein? Just to keep kind of simplify things. Look at that. Extremely high. That's a good bull right there. And we got another one right here. The little bull. We got the big bull and little bull. Can we rename them? Can we rename these? Can we name the animals? Export to CSV. That's what. In the oh, I named them in the shop. Can I name it after I buy it though, or do I have to name it in the shop? In the other menu, info menu. Oh, there we go. Changed name. Oh, his name's the Holstein's name is Indigo. I think we should call this one. We're gonna call this one Big J. This one's called Big J. And then we'll change this one to Sammy. There you go. So we got Big J and Sammy. Those are our bulls. Little Sammy. Yeah, we should. We'll do little Sammy. That's funny. Big J and little Sammy. All right, cool. So we have the bulls. Those are done. And they have plenty of straw, plenty of feed. So these two animals are good. All right. Now let's start putting a herd together. Now we got to go start putting a herd together. So these are going to be our milkers. So let's go ahead and buy some pregnant cows for here. Listen, maybe I can name a sheep after you. Or a chicken. You want to be a... Hey, Jacer, you can be the big cock on the yard. Alright, Holsteins. Are these pregnant? Are these pregnant? Look at this one. That is a very good breeder quality. Very good. That's a good cow. That's a good looking cow. That's a very expensive cow. That one's horrible, but these are good. That's a good calf, so let's go get this. Oh, there's so much to do. So much to do. Look at this cow's name is Mulisa. Mulisa. And we're just literally gonna have to buy cows every day. Because every day there's a new shipment, you have to go buy cows. And that's it. That's what we're gonna do. No, we're not naming the cows after anybody. So this is a great cow. Oh, look at that little gal. We got, yeah, tell me about it, baby. And then what else do we have? This one's not bad. This one's good. So I think, Gaming Joy, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. This cow's horrible. We don't want it. So this one's we're trying the realistic animals, and this is super complicated. I think I'm gonna grab this Holstein too, because it's not bad. It's not bad. It seems like a very decent cow. And we're just starting our herd, so we're gonna have to, I think we're gonna have to be a little less picky. It's very complex. So let's just go ahead and buy this up. Like I said, that cow's horrible, so we don't want that one. Oh, she just phased into something else. So you can see this one's a very good overall. Very good animal. She is. Then this one will phase into a whole scene. That's pretty weird how it does that. And this is a very good. So we have 2 cows. Let's check our sheep pasture. And there's no suitable male. So now we have to bring the bull over. That's what we need to do. So now we got to turn off animal accidents for now. That's a good idea. Yeah. We want accident chance off. Because we don't want our animals just randomly dying yet. Food scale's good. Max dealer. Okay. Now we got to get our bull. Now we have to take the bull and put it with the cows to get them pregnant. Yeah, animal accidents. That's pretty... So they just randomly die? Nice heifer, yeah. Yes. Thank you, Alex. It's a nice heifer, because she's... Yes, nice heifer. Very good point. All right. Come on, Big J. Big J, you ready to do some work for us, bud? Big J's about to put in some work. It is so funny, you can literally name every animal. This is kind of fun. You like the bull in that one video? So, like I said, I was watching Clarkson Farms. I finished it up. Great season, by the way. And he bought a bull, and one of the cows was starting to mount it. And Jeremy Clarkson's like, wrong way, wrong way. Season 4 is good. It's good. Stressful, but good. Okay, so now let's check the animals here. Sorry, they got to do their little phase. It's their distance. They look a little weird, but okay. So there's Big J. He's 2 years old. Big J's 2 years old. Yeah, they do phase breeds. I don't know if that's just me or what that is. She's 3 years old. She can reproduce. She's not pregnant. There's so much info, man. Look at the video, send Discord. I'll look at it. No. Can reproduce, yes. Pregnant, no. Okay. Tabletop simulator. Oh no, this one. I gotta look at this video.
Can you go fucking cruiser that way?
I've seen that one. That's hilarious. All right, so now let's look at our animal pen just to. Okay, reproduction 0, pregnant no, but the bull's in there. Okay, perfect. That's Big J. He's excited. Now, let's go to our next one. Let's look at some beef cattle. So we're gonna visit, just for the sake of time. If you wanted to play realistically, you could drive to the shop each day, which would be, again, it's a fun way. So brown Swiss. We're just gonna go with Angus's. Mulisa. She's pretty good breeder quality. Pretty good breeder quality. This one's not. This one's breeder quality is bad. Just says bad. We don't want her. This is very good. These are all very good. So we're gonna take her. We're gonna buy her. And we're gonna buy that one. And we're gonna buy Mulisa. We're gonna buy Mulisa. Not all of them. Some of them are, so like this one's Goldfinger, says United Kingdom. Some of them say France. United Kingdom, and it may just be the map. Yeah, they do all say UK. It could be something in the map. You know, like if I'm curious if what this base map is, That's something to test, but we're gonna buy Mulisa. All right. We don't have many beef cattle, but it's a start. It's a start. All right, now we're gonna do sheep. Now I guess we just keep the ram. He said he was looking at adding more in the future. Okay, gotcha. Thanks, Schultz. So I guess we just, for the sheep, we'll just keep the ram with them the whole time, right? I'm assuming we just keep the ram with them. Ooh, that's a good ram. Look at that. Strider. Strider is this ram's name. Look at this. Very good. I mean, in the name like Strider. Like you just like Strider. Strider the sheep rider. Okay, let's buy him. Very good, very good, very extremely bad. So we're gonna buy these two. You start off small. You do start off small. So let's look at our sheep pen. I'm just making sure everything's working. Yes, reproduction 0. She's not pregnant, but there we go. Striker, what's up, man? We're buying animals. We're buying animals with the realistic animal mod, which is super complex. All right, so goats. We want goats. Let's see what we kind of... There are no good female goats. Very good, bad, average, bad. So we want this goat. We're gonna buy him. He's the ram. Midnight's horrible. It's just... I mean, we're starting. We could play this. Let's just do this. It's realistic. We can up the animal dealer to 200 animals. Hit reset. Boom. Now we have more animals. We kind of cheated. Tons of rams, but only a few. So let's buy her. And let's buy that one. It's kind of buggy. But now we should have... At least we have some rams. These are too young. And the thing with goats, don't matter. Family tree don't matter. If anyone knows anything about goats, like the daddy will knock up the daughters all day long. They're dirty. This goat, they're dirty. How'd you get so dirty, goats? How did you guys get so dirty? All right, we got a lot of room for animals. Let's go. All right, let's buy... We reset the dealer, so let's just keep stocking it. We got tons of money. That's a good one. Let's buy this one. That's a good one. Let's buy this one. Jump back over here. Got to build your herd, gang. So here's our Holsteins. Bad, bad, very bad, extremely bad. Sam's very good, but Sam's a baby. Sam's 3 months old. So we don't. Sam's a baby. So also, quick question. Those are people. So this is my question, real quick. So we have the calves. The calves are going to be here, and then once they're like 6 months old, they'll go into this one, and then when they. So actually, the heifers should be over here. Like we should have the heifers here. And the bulls should breed them here. Then once they give birth, we should put them in the milking shed, right? Is that kind of the order it should be? So calves, then kind of their own little enclosure. And then once they get bigger, we move the steers. We move the steers over to the beef. The thing is, I don't know if you can castrate the males. We'll move them over there. I don't know how this is gonna work. When do we move them to the feedlot? When they're no longer producing, or the males, if I understand, or the butcher. That's the most important part. So actually, these cows need to go over here, or these the heifers and the bulls need to go in here until they give birth. That's what we need to do. Well, I had them all selected. It's kind of weird that it won't let me move. This is realistic. We need to make steaks. Gotta make steaks. If you're not making steaks, then what's the point? It's as realistic as farm sim gets. So select all, move to husbandry. I want to move all of them to the husbandry. They're all selected. Move like it's making me move one at a time. That's kind of crappy. You always brought ours in at 1,500 pounds or 18 months. Is that's when you butchered them? That's when you sold them? That's a good little calf. We're gonna buy this one. These are all trash. These are all trash animals. Trash animals. We don't want them. Just shit animals. Best meat to fat ratio, 18 months for 1,500 pounds. I'll have to remember that. Alright, so we can buy her too. It's another Angus. Alright. I mean, we can keep resetting. I guess let's do one more reset and then we'll try to then we'll actually go do some farm work. What Anguses do we have? She's good. That's a good one. Oh, this is oh, so there's a better level than very good. There's extremely good. There's an extremely good breeder quality. That's what we really want. That one's Gizmo's horrible. Poor Gizmo. Very bad. So there is an extremely good quality. I didn't know that. All right, we're learning. I'm learning here. Patience. Patience with me. My great gang. 10 months, 10 months, 10 months. Okay, so we can put these over here. That's perfect. And we'll put these in like the younglings. I call this the younglings. They're not calves, but they're not ready to be mounted. but they're good, so we'll buy these. You rename the animal shed too? I'll have to do that. Remind me how to rename the sheds. Is it this one? Like the placeable shop. Is it under construction? There we did. What do we want to call this one? What would you call them? I guess would you call these heifers? Right? Like cows that haven't been bred yet, those would be heifers, right? If I spelled that right. I don't even know if I spelled that right. Tell me what to do, Chad. I'm not a dairy farmer. I just play one on TV. Yeah, that's right. Big J's Paradise. No. So this is, we'll do this one heifers. And of course instruction. This one is Big J's romping room. What that is? that's where Big J gets his work done. And then this will just be the milk barn. Big J's romper. So that's just a milk barn. Okay. And then the cattle pen, I know is the cattle pen, and this is Daddy's house. Oh no, we could just call this the bachelor pad. That's what that is. Okay. Okay, cool. We have some more varieties. This is fun. I'm having fun. I don't know if anyone else is. I don't know if this translates to good content, but I'm having a blast. And then we just periodically check in with the cows. That's what we're gonna do. Like, we'll just keep checking in, building our herd the way we want it. We reset, so let's we'll do the sheep barn. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep buying them when I can. No, that's a very good one. Let's buy this one. That's a very good one. Let's buy this one. Average. Oh, this one's from Russia. This Steinschaft is from Russia. It's just average. It's not a very good animal. The Steinschaft. Steinerschaft. I don't know what you call it. All right. The sock factory? Okay, I could do that. Goats. We'll buy this one. Goat quality is just lacking. The goat quality is just severely lacking. Severely lacking. Construction. Alright. Tuki's Love Factory. Okay. That's it for animals. We've been playing with the realistic animals. Now, we've been playing with them for almost an hour. So let's look at the moisture. So if you haven't played with realistic weather yet, it completely adds a whole new layer actually to the map. If I was reading right, it adds what's called a moisture layer to the map. Now, I also have precision farming turned on, and it seems to be working fine with it. I don't know. Like, I haven't tested it much. But if you can see at the very bottom, it says moisture. 6.12%. Ideal moisture is 12 to 14.5. And this is if there's a crop. So that's actually, let's go to a field that has a crop in it. So this one right here. So this is our soybean field. And if you can see, our pH is good, nitrogen's perfect. Expected yield is only 78% of a total yield potential of 80%. Okay. Now, down at the bottom, took far too long for crops to try out. Yeah, rebuilding moisture might bring some moisture up when you just start a game. Okay. Well, then let's do that. Because I just started a whole new save. Or if there's a bug. Let's just hit it and see what happens. Rebuild moisture. I have no idea what this means. Go with recommended. Like, what is that? I want to know though. What is cell width and cell height? Does anyone understand that? I don't understand it. Okay, click OK. I have no clue. All right. So this, dang it. Okay, so it kind of redid the moisture a little bit. But anywho, if you look at the bottom, this taught me that you don't need water to farm. So true, Superfly. You just need the spirit. You just need a farming spirit. So moisture is 7.1%. Ideal is 12.5 to 13.5. All right. Might be how accurate or dense it makes the pockets of moisture. Yeah, that's something that I need to look into because that'd be pretty wild. Our perfect moisture, of course, is 13%. Now, this is what I find weird. It says the current yield is 162.87%. So I think we need to adjust that in the settings. Like, that just seems kind of crazy. Crop withering on, withering chance. I mean, we're going to turn that down a little bit. Performance index, I have no idea. Moisture gain, change the amount of moisture gain, moisture loss. Grass moisture gain or loss. Moisture overlay on. Moisture screen limited or detailed. Blizzards, I want off because I hate snow. Droughts, puddles, crop moisture yield factor. Change the yield added by moisture. We're actually going to turn that down because 100% doubles the yield. So let's just do, let's do 50. You can all, yeah, you can have crop fires. Why does it still say 100? It says current yield 167%. That's just kind of wild. Now it says current yield 184.62%. That's just, I feel like that's just way OP. Moisture yield. Change the harvest yield by added by moisture. Let's just turn it down all the way. Why would one complain about better yield? Because I don't want, like, it'll go down. Well, we'll try it. I just feel like I don't want to make it too easy. Change the harvest yield added by moisture. Let's just do 30%. We'll see what happens. But you can see there's pockets of moisture, right? So as we run all over the field, the moisture is changing. It's just changing. Because there's, so I wonder if the cell, hey, what do you think the cell is like a square? And if you make the cells bigger, it's more likely not to be variable. Yes, different soil types have different moisture retention. Yep. I wonder if that's the cells, guys. What do you think? I don't think we can see a moisture map. We can see where it says watered. That's been there. I wonder if the cells make it bigger so that you have less variation within your field. I could be wrong. Who knows? But that's, anyway, that's the moisture mod. So what you can do is you go in here and we can look. We can see our moisture. You can also pay to irrigate. You can also pay to irrigate. So you can just pay a fee to irrigate. So like if like field 5, 7.25%. If you hit start irrigating, it'll start raising that moisture level, but then it charges you, like you start accruing a fee for irrigation. It is stupid expensive if you're going to use this properly. Yeah, I've got it on 2-day seasons. We'll see what happens. I mean, the worst thing that happens is I break it. Right? The worst thing that happens is we break our game and we have to do something else. All right. You do 1-3 and don't mind it. The other thing it does is you can dry grass, which this is already dried. But so you can dry your grass. So once you cut your grass, you can, then you have to ted it, and over time it'll dry out. If I understand it correctly. Oh, and if you needed all this information, if you go into the help, well, there's just, oh, he needs to make one of these for realistic weather. He does have a realistic livestock. So there's monitors, shows you about pregnancies. If a male and female are directly related, they will not breed together. That's not true in goats. I don't care what he says. Depends upon her and the male. So female with height, okay. Once the female becomes pregnant, she will start carrying her offspring. When she reaches it, she will give birth. However, the newborns have a chance of being removed, as does the mother. Okay. Then there's production, weight, and genetics. So you could read this info in the tab. It'd be really nice if you had a realistic weather tab. That would be a nice addition if he could add realistic weather tab. That would be very nice. All right, let's bale some hay. We've been talking about mods for the last hour. Let's get to work. So what do you all think about the realistic mods? And what would you all think to like a hyper-realistic playthrough? Like what if you... So if a lot of people didn't know, you can actually find it was a mod. Needs to be base game in opinion. You like things super detailed though, don't you, Jay? Like you really like the... That's... Everybody has their own thing. I think that it would be cool if they added it and it's a toggleable. Like you can toggle it on and off. Very picky. But with the realistic animals, like that's the thing, is you can go in here into the settings, realistic livestock, and you can turn, you can adjust the sliders to however you want. That's a great mod. You can adjust how much food they eat. So say you want to feed more, say they're not using up enough, crank that bad boy up. You know, accident chance, crank it up. Animal removal, you know, on and off. You can do that. You know, there's a lot of things. Same with the realistic weather. Look at all these options. Withering chances, performance index, I have no idea what it is. Moisture gain and loss modifier. It's pro realism. It is. Now, if you like realistic mods, there is a realistic physics mod that you can find over on King Mods. But I think you have to have the vehicle set up for it. And I can't remember what that was called. I used it back in FS17. I didn't really, or maybe, I think I used it in 19. Is it like realistic engine or something like that? And what it'll actually affect the physics of the vehicle. The transmissions, it changes all of them. MR, yes. 2 key MR is back out. Where's manual attach? Yeah. Well, you have manual attach, you have manual covers, you have manual discharge. Like, there's a lot of manuals. Manuals. All right. Enough talking about mods. Let's play a game. You hate manual attach. I'll show you my Scroft farm here in a minute. Bevington. It's a really, it's I like it. It's a UK map. Are there no, I think you have to, here, I can put a link to it. Oh. Let's see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure it's scripts, maps, decorations, productions, pens, buildings, scripts. Laptop, adjustable mirrors. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think it's called the more realistic, or MR is what we used to call it. More realistic. Oh, I got the real GPS mod, but I don't have any animals that, or I don't have any vehicles that have it. Where is that thing? Manual tipping. Yeah, here it is. I'll post the link to it. Y'all can look at it. Loungefly, what's up, man? Sorry, I'm grabbing a link. What's up? Yeah, Scrop does a good job. I gotta finish this hayfield. Does anyone else see what I see? Where's my bail net? No, I have my net wrap's full. Huh. have yet to see that. And the only mods I added were realistic weather and realistic, yeah. Could be, it could be. And then again, I have like 357 mods enabled. 357 mods on this save. It's a little ridiculous. Conflict mapper mod, yeah, it could be. I just put in realistic weather and realistic animals, so it could be something with those. You lost all your bales? Oh, don't tell me that. All my feed will disappear. It's all good. As long as they go into storage, it don't matter. You were so sad. Yeah, man, all that work, you lost it? That would suck. Then again, I hate the windrow textures in Farm Sim 25. I hate them. I think the windrow texture is like the worst. It's the worst texture in a game. It's so ugly. The windrows are hideous in Farm Sim 25. I just don't like it. Yep, I think they did a horrible job on that. It did, but it did, right? Did it not get worse? The 22 windrows are much better, yeah. It's crazy that someone hasn't figured out a way to replace them. But I also don't like the fill type textures, like the wheat and all that kind of stuff. I feel like it's subpar. Yep, they pop in and out constantly. It doesn't matter what you have your distance settings turned to. It's just bad. Yes, Easy Dev is awesome. I don't have it installed yet, but it will be soon. Easy Dev is great for setting up anything, but also just for playing. Easy Dev is the stuff that dreams are made of. It's just everything in the console commands made easy, you know? Hence why it's called Easy Dev. What are some other must-have mods for everybody? I made a video a while back. A long time ago, back in 2024. You can start playing Stars. What are some must-have mods? Oh, yeah, Strikers rained like every afternoon. And the mornings are really nice, though. I don't know about you, but I feel like our mornings are beautiful. Like this today, I woke up, it was like 75 degrees out, really nice. I actually went, when I woke up, I went and got in the hot tub and swam around the pool. Played around in Raznac's Redneck Riviera. That's what I call it. And before you think it's fancy, it's above ground pool. It's like a round above ground pool and an inflatable hot tub. That's why I call it my Redneck Riviera. But it was a beautiful morning. But then it starts getting really freaking humid. You know, like around 3 o'clock, and then it rains. Yeah. Mornings are beautiful, man. But it's just the afternoons and the evenings. It stormed here. It's probably raining for you. because it stormed here, and I'm, you know, like an hour and a half, you know, south and west of you. Just down old I-81. You know where I'm at. All right. We'll leave hay in the baler because we're going to bale more. Hi, Beba. Thank you. You look so pleased. Tired. Going to bed. Good night. Good night, old lady. Yeah. I'll look at it later. Thank you. Love you, Flossie. Cheers. Striker, my boy, hopefully, if everything goes well, he'll be up that way in about a year. Sales system mod, 35 pieces a time. I haven't tried that one. So is it like the used, is it the used equipment mod? Is that the one you use? That would actually be handy. I use, yeah, ETSU. Now I do use one of Gaming Joy's mods, if he's still in chat. It's this one that gives you all the improved contracts, and then you get better payout from them. I like that mod. Used equipment. The used contract mod is one of the best ones. It really is. It's a great mod, man. You should be proud of it. I have Superfly's sheep barn over there. Schultz. What major he's chasing? Oh yeah, computers. So he wants to get into game development. Is what he wants to get into. But I've been having the adult talk with him about that, and I don't know if it's a very safe field to get into right now. I don't know if that makes sense. So I encouraged him to get more into, you know, to start, you know, he can go computers, but I think a more broader approach might be better. I don't know. I know Gaming Joy's in that business. I know Scooter, like, you know, software and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of like, you know, I'm trying to show him that it with AI and all kinds of stuff. Yes. So Gaming Joy, the university he's going to, or he wants to go to, Lumberjack's a great mod. Lumberjack is a great mod. I have it. I always have it installed just for the super strength. But now with Easy Dev, you don't need it. But the deleting trees real easy is very handy. Oh, it's about how game devs and get paid. It's such a rough field. Very rough. You have to learn the basics to start. Yeah. But so the school he's going to, they actually just started a hybrid program, which is like a cross between, because we met with a counselor, and this is the first year they're going to start it. So it's kind of a hybrid program. So it's like it's a computer science, and there's digital design, there's like software engineering, there's also business, like a little bit of business, like it's almost like then there's some like networking stuff, like she was explaining it that it's more of a broader approach to digital, what they call, I guess, digital design or whatever, that it prepares, they think it's going to better prepare people for a changing environment. I don't know. No, you could talk. No, we're talking about what's a good mod. Talk about whatever you want, man. We can talk about good mods. We can talk about celebrities with the best boobs. We can talk about anything, man. I'm not paying, you know, I'm down for conversations about anything. So we'll see. So the last couple days he made his own card game. He loves games. He loves games. And card games, board games, video games. Kid just loves games. Yeah, that's what we were suggesting. Broader approach, ScarJo wins the boobs debate. You're not confusing the conversation. Let's see. It's best celebrity, but I'm gonna, you know what? Like my entire life? Like my entire life. Who would it be? I mean, ScarJo's not bad. I don't know. I've, you know, like, you know, I think, what's, Alexandria Daddario is probably top of the list for me. Joss mod 20 portable cell stations and extent cut chainsaw. I remember the portable cell stations, but I don't remember the extent cut chainsaw. Debate a wall, yeah. Sweeney's definitely on her way edging her out, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying that she's not, like, again, they're all beautiful. That's why they're in Hollywood, right? They're all, I mean, they're all stunning. It doesn't, like, they're all beautiful. Like, you literally could just probably walk, like, into a Hollywood premiere, and it's just like, ooh. I mean, all of them. Even the ones that you wouldn't even say are, like, you know, top, they're all stunning. I mean, just even the ones that aren't, like, sold as sex symbols, they're just all stunning. They're just beautiful. I mean, you kind of have to be beautiful to have that kind of job. Oh no, I remember the chainsaw. I remember the extended chainsaw. I remember it. Boobs are boobs, yeah. True, man. I'm curious to see what happens when I pick this one up. It's no wrapper. Very solid argument, Jay. Just like mods, right? Just so farm sim mods and boobs all have this, they say the same thing in common. They're all kind of great, right? Some are better than others. Some you really don't use. But at the end of the day, if you ain't got anything, you'll take it. Melissa McCarthy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing is you have to look at, you know, the rest of them. Yeah. No, I feel like the auto load stuff is always in the works. I feel like universal auto load will always have to be like continually updated. It's much better than it was a long years ago though. They revert to being cavemen. So true. We're just simple creatures, right? Just like games are fun. It's all up to you. I'm also learning, like with Farm Sim, the slower I go, the more I enjoy it. And it's just me. And I keep telling myself, like, there's really not an objective, like, you know? Because I used to be like, oh, I gotta get all this stuff done, and I only have so many days before I go back to work, and I gotta do this, and I gotta do... And I'm just like, you know? I take more of the casual approach. Boobs, games, cold beverages, yeah. I mean, it's pretty much a Viking, you know. The Vikings would like go to battle, they would drink a lot, you know. They would go back. There's a better one than increased production loungefly. It's it lets you adjust your production, so you can change it from, there's like a slider bar and you can change it up to 300%. This looks so weird where my net roll didn't show up on some of these bales. That's weird. It might be that one. It came out not too long ago, but it's really cool because you can, I don't think it's the revamp. It's a script. It's, you literally just adjust this. It's from, I think between 50 and 300%. So you can increase your production rate pretty easily if you wanted to. Come on. There you go. I've got 21 hours on this John Deere, which is... That's not much, but I can't believe I've been in this vehicle for 21 hours. I'll put these bales away and I'll load up my Scroft save. You can see the Bevington. Rent a production mod. That looks pretty cool. ETS school's a great school. They have the #1 computer program in this state. So the kid also applied to MIT. Well, he hasn't applied yet, but he sent his test scores to MIT and some other schools. he's like, I'm not going to get into MIT. But, and I'm like, you don't know until you try. I wonder if this is the mod that's causing the problem. Is the bale storage. Watch TV with the wife. Well, thanks for being here too. Because when I pull them out, they have bale. Might just be this thing causing. I don't know. Could be this one causing a glitch. Schultz, why you're here and why other people are here, I need a fix. I don't know what's, and it could just be the animal pens. Oh, let me show you what happened. So, I'll show you what I did. And you may or may not be able to help me. All right, so I got your cattle pen put in here, right? I got the cattle pen put in. I have a manure pile here, and the manure pile was working with this pen and this pen. It was working, but now it says no manure heap nearby. This one says no manure heap nearby. Oh man, I'm sorry, bro. It is a good medical school too, yes, Draco. So the also heaps maybe got borked or need replacing them from the last update. Okay. That's what I was gonna do. So if I was thinking just empty all of them, take all my manure out, and then sell them and replace them. That's what I was thinking. I'm not smart enough to go to college. Oh, whatever. You don't have to be smart to go to college. At least not anymore. I work with a lot of dumb college graduates. I can tell you that much right now. Just be an idiot and farm. Well, I'm thankful you're farming. Because I like food. But I know it's tough, man. I watch, again, you watch YouTube videos, you watch shows like Clarkson Farms, and it just shows you how hard it's just, it's so hard, you know? I'm too old to binge drink, yeah. Yeah, those days, can't do those anymore. Dads, well, most farms are family, right? It's very rare for someone to get into farming, right? It's like it's very rare. To get into farming. It would just be tough. Console Spurs, Colossus. I haven't used those. I like the Colossus, and then what's the other one? The TARDIS? Isn't there like a TARDIS mod? Like it's like the oversized loading wagons and stuff. Jay, you listen. Less talk and more work on the cows, bud. Olmatana starters pack. Yeah, I like that one. Again, if I'm playing just arcadey or what I call it. Again, no right or wrong way to play the game, man. You did your work already? I don't know. Are they pregnant? Let's look. Let's see if our cows are preggy. Oh, I think I just broke my game. I think I just broke it. No! Oh, no. Whew, something. It's a big hiccup there. It took a while to save. I've got way too much stuff enabled. Too young, too young, too young. Big J's romping room. There's Big J, the romping room. It doesn't say if they're pregnant yet or not. No, man. Everyone plays FS. Nope, just enjoy it at the pace I want to play, man. I watched this really cool video a while ago, and it wasn't about farm sim, but it was a Minecraft video. And I can't remember who the creator was, and I wish I would have saved it because it was an amazing video that pretty much explained to you the importance of, in games like Farm Sim, in games like Minecraft, in games like Satisfactory, in games like it's the journey is really what the game is. You know, there's a lot to just enjoying the experience, which I thought was a really cool way of putting it. And it talked about how you ruin the game because you're just all the time like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this. And instead of just being like, oh, you know, today I'm going to get in and I'm going to play for a couple hours and whatever happens, happens. And I'm going to have a good time doing it, you know? Did you really watch the same video, Jay? But also talked about the importance of not starting over, right? That you actually lose, you lose out on a little bit when you start over, and that's what I keep trying to tell myself. I'm like, don't start a new map. Don't start a new map because I'm not going to really change anything. Don't start a new map. Because you never really get any, like, you never really get to experience everything because you're all the time starting over. You know? It's like if I want to, if I want to do like pig farming, you know, instead of starting a new map, what I could do is just go build a pig farm over there. Learning is the fun part. Yep, the experience is all of it, man. Min-maxing. You can ask Tukey. We play Helldivers a lot, Tukey and I. I play way more than him, but we play Helldivers. We could care less about min-maxing. There's just no sweaty. We don't do sweaty, man. There's no right or wrong way to play the game. If you want to run around with a hatchet and a double barrel shotgun and die 400 times, that's fine. Live your best life, man. It probably is the same video. It probably that sounds about right, Jay. I don't know why I like this jam. Now we can spread some manure. You want to put down some poo? Let's sling some poop. Because I love this farm, man. Like, when I drive through it, I like it. It's how I want it. It has nice little details. But, you know, if you want to do vegetable farming, go build a vegetable farm. You don't have to turn your other farm off. I don't know why I'm digging this jam. Don't worry, be happy, man. I love my little... Alright, Jay. You don't see me, man. Have a great weekend, brother. Take care. Stay safe. When you used to lose, yeah. Yeah. Struggling is fun sometimes, man. But then again, there's people that love to min-max. And that's cool too, you know? You know, there's... If that's your thing, you know, that's the great thing about games. Is you can play it however you want. You want to min-max? Do it, you know? Where, oh, where is my... That too, Jacer. That too. You can just watch someone goofy play the game. And min-max means optimized, right? So every step you take is either it's the best way of doing it. So minimal amount of effort for maximum gain, I think is what min-max means. So minimal amount of like effort, time investment. So here's what I'm curious about. And Jay left. I wonder if we put down slurry. Oh, speaking of slurry, we got to buy a new slurry tank. We have to. I have to sell the old one because I really don't like it anyways. We're gonna sell that. And we gotta sell that. Because we have to buy... Gosh, where is it? Archer, no. That one. We're selling the Weinhoff. The LSWs look good on it. Yeah. She's, look at that. Everybody likes a fat booty tractor, man. Alright, so we have to get the Plains and Prairies DLC, bro. We have to get the Gia. It's 350 horses. How much is on my 8,400? Isn't that for how many? How many horses do I got in that thing? It's 400 horse. It's Mod Hub. This one's Mod Hub. It's yeah, but I also have the I have the other John Deere too. I have the big one. There's a, the Bluetooth slurry transfer? Yeah, man. Because I also have this one. I have the 8652. This should be, I mean, this is plenty. So which one do we get? You guys pick if I can get to the damn store. Go this one. So which one? Big or little? What do you think would be better fitting? The big one? Or the little one? I think the John Deere will have no trouble pulling that. Schultz is the first answer, big. Let's go. We always go with Michelin's because why not? Attachers US, John Deere manure sensing, sure. Yeah, we want John Deere manure sensing, sure. Gigabyte Master 5090. Oh, dude, I'm jelly. I'm jealous, man. Yeah, now that you have the tractor next to it, it actually doesn't look... I don't think people realize the 80... That's a big ass tractor. That's a big freaking tractor. I mean, 2 years to pay it off. I know, man. I was telling him I want to build a new PC. I'm gonna have to put it on a payment plan. Giants don't pay you enough for 50/90 money. Giants owes me like $100, but I haven't cashed in yet because it'll cost me more money to like process the payment. I'll get out of it. It doesn't do things justice. I've always said that. 85 after you pay the wire transfer, yeah. So I'm just holding out. Third person and in cab. I've been finding myself in cab more and more. So I have the realistic GPS on here. Isn't it supposed to? Oh, the mod has to be set up for it. That's right. Yeah, I think they owe me like Giants owes me like $100. Now my kid has a 4060 that we got last year before Christmas. Got a pretty good deal on it. And he had a my old 1660, So he went from a 1660 to a 4060. So he got a really nice upgrade for him. Now I have a 3070 in here. I went from a 1660 to a 3070. And I remember I had to camp out in the Best Buy parking lot to get my 3070. So, but when I upgrade, I want to go from a 30 series to 50. But the more I look, I might just do an AMD build. I might go with an AMD card. I'm really tempted to go with an AMD card. I had to put a gate up on this road. Damn kids get in here with their ATVs, and they got my road all messed up, so I had to put a gate in. No, nothing worth buying, really. Too much money for what you get. Yeah. Now, if you want to, go for it, right? Why am I getting weird text messages? Telemarketers. Steering assist, okay. So, deactivate, reactivate. Damn it. pH is okay. It's bad in some spots. I need to do lime too. But what I was curious about is if this affects my moisture. If slurry improves moisture. So this is field 98. It doesn't say. Well, it's labeled as field 98, but the map, I forgot. It's labeled as field 98, but it's farmland 98. Well, why isn't it showing? Why isn't it showing moisture? Damn, at 4.702 moisture. I don't know why it's not showing up in the list. This might be a mapper problem. So it did up the moisture. Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely be worth it. All right, Night Schultz, man. Hope you're feeling better, buddy. So we had 4.7 and now we have 9. So, okay, that's a very cool feature of the realistic weather. The slurry actually adds moisture to the field. The triple nozzle is cool, bro. The Plains and Prairies DLC, triple nozzle is so cool. It's so cute. It's the cutest. Alright, cool. So we get both nitrogen and moisture, which is how it should be, right? Although I don't think you get tons of moisture from slurry, but it does cause something. So it's a bonus. See this whole road needs work. She's kind of flooded. Got a little getting a little water down here. Need to come in and grade it. need to get the roadcraft crew in here. 8R, it's a big tractor. Again, I think it's a huge tractor. It's a big girl. I remember when so years and years ago, I went to the National Farm Machinery Show in Louisville. And it was the first time ever really seeing this stuff in person, because I don't know anything about farming, right? Now, when I was a kid, we had animals, so we had pigs, chickens, just for us to eat. We always had a couple of pigs, always had chickens, eggs, you know, stuff like that. We always had a vegetable garden, you know, but I like large scale farming I had never seen. So I went to the National Farm Machinery Show, and I like climbed up inside of this stuff for the first time, and I'm like, oh my god, this crap is so huge. It's big. And it was so wild because I was there and I was talking to like farmers, and I was looking at the John Deere, like the quad track John Deere, and there was a guy who, like, we were just a nice farmer guy, you know, probably in his 50s, and I was kind of look at it, and he was like, man, I don't know, I don't like these tracks. They keep getting mudded up for him. You know, I've tried them out and all this stuff. I was like, you try one of those? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, he's like, what kind of farm do you do? And I'm like, I don't. I just love tractors. And he kind of laughed. And he was like, oh, okay. And so I asked him, I'm like, what kind of farming do you do? And he's like, oh, you know, just corn, soybeans, you know, stuff like that. And I was like, oh, what kind of tractor do you have? He's like, well, I've got 2 articulated 9Rs. It's like, I'm like, you have 2 of those? He's like, yeah, the ones with the wheels, not the tracks. And I was like, really? He's like, well, yeah, that's 2. And I was like, do you have other tractors? He's like, yeah, we've got about 8, 9 tractors, a couple harvesters. And I was just like, oh my god. The dude was legit, right? But yeah. You know, it's just crazy when you think about it. Some big farms out there. Precision farming, pH, nitrogen. There we go. But yeah. It's kind of wild, man. You know, he probably had that all that equipment, that big giant farm, and probably no cash. Because I think Cooley told me one time, farmers are asset rich and cash poor. No, nothing like that. Yeah, just way out in the, yeah. Yeah, up here in the mountains, no. Never. Striker, that is everybody. Yep. Asset rich, cash poor. Yeah, that's everybody. We gotta go reload the tanker. It didn't go as far as I thought it, but as far as I thought it. It didn't go as far as I thought it. Oh my gosh. That was the most redneck thing anyone's ever said. It didn't go as far as I thought it. So nitrogen's perfect. Moisture is good. We added quite a bit of moisture to some of this stuff. Yeah, even the, I think that you see some 6 series John Deere's around here. But almost everything here is under 100 horse. Most of all the farming around me is just beef cattle, so they just cut grass. There's a few there's like a couple farms, decent sized ones that do soybeans and corn. But they still they're not running huge tractors. And when I say big, they're probably, you know, 400 or 500 acres at the most. I saw a YouTube video the other day where someone drove under a sprayer. That was nuts. Yep, absolutely, Loungefly. Enjoy your night, man. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Appreciate the chat. Very, very much. Thank you. Have a great weekend. I'll be back next Tuesday. I try to do Tuesdays and Thursdays. Trying to do Tuesdays and Thursdays. So. Reload the poop tank. I'm just chilling, man. Just vibing out. This is such a cool, I'm so happy the Plains and Prairies pack. There's really nothing else I want to use right now. I mean, I might get into like this stuff later. Like maybe eventually, because the dairy farm's up here. And like I said, if I don't change, like if I stay the course, like maybe down here I can build like a, you know, like a grain farm. But I have plans to put Schultz's ethanol plant in here. I really want to put the ethanol plant in, because I think that would go good on this map. Because I will start like growing corn just to harvest. So Schultz's ethanol plant, I think would look pretty good. Look pretty good in here. But my next big purchase is I need a bigger mower, and I'm gonna get the MacDon. It's my next big purchase. Thinking about getting the MacDon. Might just buy some butterflies. I don't know. Watch the sales. That's a deal right there. My next big purchase is poop bunkers, yeah. Right there's a deal. Look at that. You get your Massey Ferguson. Get that bad boy right there. 198,000. That's a steal, man. Now that's a big poop tank. Now these actually are pretty handy. I've never thought about using those, but these actually would be very handy. You could fill them and park them around. Because that holds 65,000 liters. So that's like 2 loads. So you could fill that, haul it down to the field. It's a good idea. I do need a big old poop pile, what I need. Little stutter. Is the video quality okay for those that are still watching? Like, it's not stuttering or anything, is it? Well, it just did right there, but that's because I went in cab. I swear the game hates you in cab sometimes. Video's good. Okay, so thanks. Thank you, Game Enjoy. Alright, perfect. Thank you. That does make a lot of sense. So it's kind of like a shipping container. You just kind of drop it where you want it, then put stuff in it. You could strategically kind of place them all around. Do we just dial? Yep, there's a 1-900 number. It's 1-900 Flossie. If you pick option 1, you'll get the normal voice. Option 2, you get the sexy voice. This thing's wobbly. Yeah, I always love how you look down and you don't see yourself. It's just like nothing. Is it free after 9 p.m.? Sure. You might get Miss Cleo. Does anybody remember Miss Cleo? Oh my god. Where was I at? I was down here. Oh man, that just makes me think of Miss Cleo. That's so wild. Call me now. Option 4, Trump's voice. I know, Fireman. I know it's big, it's beautiful, it's amazing. I know, because I build big, beautiful. I can't do his voice. Not as good as some. My birthday, it's gonna be big, it's gonna be beautiful, it's gonna be amazing. I don't know, he just... Then you had Bill Clinton's was the best. Like, me and Hillary, we're gonna go up to Martha's Vineyard. I'm gonna call my best friend Jeffrey. Get on a plane. I can't do his voice either. I'm not very good at that stuff. Come on, move this big girl. It gets stuck, like, it doesn't change, this tractor does not change gears well in reverse. Yeah, this, America has the best, biggest farms. You can't help but to laugh. I just laugh at all this stuff. I don't get worked up about it. People at work get so, dude, I don't care. I'm like, I used to get worked up. I used to, like, I don't, man. It doesn't, like, I gotta go to work tomorrow, right? Gotta go to work tomorrow. Yeah. I'm not really gonna have any more money. Yeah. If a nuclear war starts, nothing I can do about it anyways. Like, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know. I just want to be the dumb peasant. That's it. That's my take on it these days. You know? And you gotta laugh about it. You gotta laugh about it. You gotta laugh, man. That's, you have to laugh about it. You cannot take it too serious. That's everything, though. My grandpa used to say that all the time. My grandfather used to tell me all the time, son, it could always be worse. That's what he would say. Like, if you were stressed about something, if something bad happened, I mean, if we had to go to a funeral, if he would always be like, son, it could always be worse. And he's spot on, man. Night, Semper. Miss Cleo, the cage. Yeah, Miss Cleo. She was Jamaican. She was Jamaican. She was the Jamaican psychic. Night, Semper. Take care, bud. Miss Cleo, yeah. She was she the psychic for the celebrities? The psychic for the stars? Call me now. I just remember she used to always say, call me now. Yeah, dude, it's so blessed. Life is great. And even when it's not, it's still great. Like, it's just, everything's great. Everything's great. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna work out. I promise. Everything will be all right. In 100 years, no one will even know who we are. Like, well, I've read this one time somewhere where literally, you'll be, I can't remember, it pretty much said you'll be lucky if your great grandchildren remember you. So in 100 years, no one will even know, right? And it doesn't matter. Enjoy it now, man. Eat cake. Have a drink, get laid. Just live it up, bro. That's my theory. I haven't watched you get. I've watched you. You do a fine job, sir. You do a fine job. I mean, like, I know what I'm doing. Like, I'm just a weird guy that talks. That was literally perfect. That was the most perfect slurring of a field you'd ever see. Friday Night Videos TV show, yeah. And I lied. Alright. That field's done. What time is it? Ah, that's perfect. Perfect! And like I said, we got nitrogen and moisture. I do need to do lime. That does need lime. I probably should have put lime down before I put slurry. Oh, that's a fence post. Alright, let's drive back to the yard. Say our goodbyes. Hope everybody had a good time. I know I did. Thank you very much for hanging out. I appreciate everybody being here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I didn't do any giveaways tonight. I forget sometimes. Honestly, I do. We'll get some next time. We're back at it next week, next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. I don't, let's see, next week. Yeah, I don't have anything next week. I really don't have anything planned until July. We're going out of town for a week in July, going to Washington, D.C. Flossie's going with now. A couple of my nephews, they couldn't go because youth sports, right? So now, just let me rant real quick. If you were a football coach, if you were a high school football coach, high school, and you had a couple kids and they were like, hey, my uncle's going to take me to Washington, D.C., right? Because you're a football coach and you're supposed to be an educator, right? You'd be like, oh, okay, we'll go for a few days. It's literally 3 days, right? Nope. If they go, they can't play. Because they miss like a camp. And I was just like, but they love football, so I was just like, I was just kind of like, okay. So they're not going. So one of my nephews is going, and my son and Flossie and I. So there'll be 4 of us, and we're gonna go to DC. And then the youngest boy, he could care less. I asked him if he wanted to go, and he was like, what? And he's the autistic one. He's like, what do I do there? And I was like, I showed him, like, he's like, I don't want to go. I'm like, okay. I was like, you want to go stay with Nana, go camping? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. He's got his priorities, right? He'd rather go camping with his Nana. You know, they're going to give him candy and chocolate and spoil him rotten for a week in their big fancy RV. He's going to love it. All right. Park that there. That's a good spot. He's straight, yeah, camping, no doubt, right? Do you get to hike 10 miles a day and look at all the nation's capital stuff, or do you get to go camping? I'm going camping. After wrestle, what's the time? All right, gamers. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. Dacer. Could have been a bad video. I'm still watching it. Dacer, take care. Tukey, Dwayne Undra, Striker, Game of Joy, Scooters, Jay Hedeker, Loungefly. I said Tukey, Schultz, Sammy. Sammy was here earlier. He's working on his car. Everyone else. If I didn't say hi or I didn't say bye, we'll catch you later. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Until next time. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. Keep it funky, baby. Yeah. You got somebody to grind on, do it. This is Raz coming at you. WFRM. Good jam. Get your grind on. All right, bye. Bye.